My dear brothers and sisters in the risen Lord, ordinary season, week 5, day Thursday. Modern man lives in the shadow of faith and has lost the light of faith, said by Chesterton. Patriarch Job was a just man, always walking with the Lord. One day, he was afflicted very severely by God. He lost his wealth, his family, and his health. God, his friend, seemed to have become his enemy. He was tortured not only physically, but also mentally. In the midst of his agony, at one point he expressed his tremendous faith thus: "Even if God slays me, I will still trust in him." Job chapter 13, verse 15. This is the height of faith which we all must strive to attain. We should cling on to God even when He and His ways with us seem to be hostile. We are at the point of our highest test when God seems like our enemy. In today's gospel, we have the famous story of Jesus casting out the demon from the Canaanite woman's daughter. Jesus here manifested himself as the light of the Gentiles. The Jews rejected Christ, but the Gentiles welcomed and believed in him. The Canaanite woman, being a Gentile, was a stranger to the commonwealth of Israel, but her faith in Jesus sparkles more brilliantly than the faith of any of the Jews. Let us look at her misery and her faith. 1. Her misery. Her daughter was possessed. It was the cause of pain the whole family. She prayed to Jesus to have mercy upon her. She did not hope on anything but the mercy of the Lord to heal her daughter. The best way to ask the Lord, nay, the only way to ask the Lord for anything is to appeal to His mercy. The Canaanite woman pleaded on her behalf. The Canaanite woman pleaded on behalf of her daughter. She brought her daughter's illness to Jesus. Parents must lead their children to Jesus and always pray for them, praying for their health, for their education, and for their sins. 2. Her faith. The faith of this woman was tremendous. Even at the apparent insult of Jesus, who called her a dog, she emerged as a woman of great faith, a faith almost unmatched by any of the Jews. Jesus always encouraged people to come to Him, and He willingly answered their prayers. This is the only instance where Jesus not only discouraged someone, but also seemed to have insulted. Why did Jesus seem to have insulted the woman? Different people have given various answers. 1. Some say that Jesus was really reluctant to grant the prayer of this Canaanite woman because he shared in the general prejudice of the Jews who considered the Gentiles who worshipped the idol as dogs. He did not want to offend the Jews by doing any good to the Gentiles. 2. Some other scholars, like Taylor, said that Jesus was talking to himself and not to the woman. In a similar vein, another scholar suggested that his facial expression or tone of voice tipped the woman off, that his refusal was not final. Third, some other opined that the harsh words of Jesus were a test of faith. We are to trust God even when God seems to be turning his back on us. We must learn to see the yes hidden in his no. Fourth, a few others thought that Jesus knew from the beginning the deep faith of this woman, and he wanted to bring out that strong faith by provoking and insulting her. The insult was meant not to hurt her, but to bring out her hidden faith. This was like God testing Abraham, Genesis chapter 12 verse 1, or like the angel wrestling with Jacob, Genesis chapter 32 verse 24. May God bless you all by giving a strong faith in Him. Let us ask God to increase our faith as that of the Canaanite woman. May God bless you all.